Do I now have unlimited boosts? Or no, it's not unlimited, but it is pretty long lasting in comparison to before. So that's nice. And I do like the mechanical depth that, like, hey, your boost stamina is infinite as long as you're close to the ground. Alright, let's get my fire ready.
This must be Ironshire. I'd best keep an eye out for spiders.
Wasn't I here
Not sure
before?
how I'd fare in a little place.
Incendio! Confringo! Take it!
They're even more aggressive than I'd expected.
Stupefy! Incendio! Confringo!
No.
Flipendo!
Surely that's the last of them.
Surely.
Incendio!
Mary! Oh boy.
Oh no, this must be Mary. Poor woman.
She might still be alive in there. Nope. H. I've delivered the spider venom as requested. Prompt payment is now due. The new cluster of spiderlings in my cellar workshop have almost hatched. I can provide more venom soon. Once, of course, I have been compensated for the last delivery. Mary Portman.
If Mary was breeding these things in her cellar, that means there are more underground. I'll need to destroy every last spider in that cellar if this is to end.
Jeez. Yeah, alright. I have been here before. Are you alive over here, buddy? Maybe he escaped.
The absconder assassin! Oh, pleasure to see you again. Can't tell you how happy Milo's daughter was to get that watch.
He's not even here. Okay. Yeah, this place was definitely less spidery the last time we were here, that's for sure. Oh god. Ah! Free me, thank you. Does she also have a magic cellar that's supremely massive in size? Seems like
This is where Mary bred the spiders. They're not here now.
probably burrowed deeper because
Revelio!
wizard kind apparently really likes making basements that are far larger than they appear. Which, you know, I can respect.
Well, this isn't a good sign. These spiders have gone somewhere. A ladder. I'm not sure I want to know where
Damn
this
it.
leads.
School since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Goodness, Natty, you are just on a roll, I guess. I'm trying to do the main story.
Best be ready for whatever I may find down there.
But her and Poppy just keep being like, oh, no, hold up. Next step of the plan.
Exacts. I need to find and destroy all of these before the situation gets even worse.
Good fucking god. Was this a part of her basement?
Confringo! Incendio!
That's one exact destroyed. I should get the rest.
Confringo! Glacier! Crucio!
Shame you're so foul.
It's not a shame at all. Makes it even easier to take care of the enemies. I feel no remorse taking out the spiders, even if they hadn't killed an entire village or half of a village.
Half finished. But I need to destroy all of the exacts.
Confringo! Incendio!
These eggs must be destroyed.
I finally found the perfect place to breed my spider colony, and it was quite literally under my nose the whole time. My cellar! Why didn't I think of this before? Why isn't anyone for that matter? My spiders are growing big and strong, and the silk they produce will make me a fortune. I'll have wealth at last. No more scrimping on frocks when I'm in town. It'll be
I
marvelous.
suppose I know what happened to Mary Portman now. She was breeding the spiders.
Yeah. That didn't work out for her. That's on her. She should have had a much better way to deal with a spider outbreak. That's why I'd never do something like have a bug vivarium or whatever. Like an ant farm. Not only just because I strongly dislike bugs of many kinds.
They see me, but I don't see them.
But if anything escaped, even if they were like a nice kind of animal, like say I had like some butterflies or something, those things would be destroyed. For the betterment of, or for the goodness of my sanity, you know?
Can't let you harm Aaron any more than you already have.
Hello? Oh shit. God. That was a lot of screeching.
That's the last of the spider sacks.
Especially when these things can get so big, right? Like, at least with a regular bug outbreak, it's like, oh, they're mostly gonna be tiny.
That's the last spider.
Well, with these things, look at them, they're like people-sized. Mary was insane. Do it. Who's on standby over here? Why is there a spider up there in the first place? I think he was supposed to run down! Yeah. I like how we were worried about these egg sacs, but there's still gonna be tiny spiders that are alive that probably will go on to make more egg sacs anyways. We didn't really clear this place out as effectively as we could. I need to set this entire cave on fire, is what I need to do.
Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
True, it's Mary's fault. Shame she won't get to... I mean, I guess she paid for her mistake with her life.
No, wait. That's the last one. And she's angry.
The insatiable spider. Oh, jeez. How about the insatiable spider work for me for a little bit? Oh. That was an accident.
I'll be having nightmares for the rest of my life after that.
Just block it out. Do your best. I know this was probably pretty awful to see from a first-person perspective, from her eyeballs. But all I really need to think about is fire and brimstone. The warmth of the light saving me from anything awful. Dang, how much damage does Petrificus Totalis do for it to instant kill the big bug? I guess it was cursed, so maybe that has something to do with it. Yeah, I feel like this place wasn't actually cleared out. But the mission says so. Good enough, I suppose. Is the merchant back now that I've cleared out the problem? Will he be happy that I saved this place? He's still not here, technically. Alright, Crispin, I'm back. Hello, Serona. Let me know if you have any other missions for me to do as well.
Mr. Dunn, I have some news.
Thank Merlin. About my sweet friend Mary.
She was an innocent victim? No, she was the victim of her own greed.
It seems poor Mary was breeding spiders in her home for profit and vastly underestimated their propensity to multiply.
Oh, Mary. What untoward scheme were you involved in?
If she needed financial assistance, she could have just come to me.
She didn't deserve this. Few do.
I am sorry about your friend, but you'll be relieved to know that I cleared out the spiders. It's safe to return now.
You? You cleared out the spiders? I can't believe it, but I'm certainly relieved.
I imagine the first order of business will be to help the amulet rebuild. I suppose I have nothing to fear from dead spiders.
Yeah, you only have the alive spiders still in the basement to worry about.
That's the spirit. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you again for all you've done. I shall keep you apprised of the hamlet's rebuilding.
Glad I could be of help, and I look forward to visiting your shop the next time I'm in Arranshire.
Wait,
To dearly departed Mary.
is he the shopkeeper?
What sort of thing are we looking for?
Oh, shit. I
Thank you for stopping in. Be sure to visit us again soon.
didn't realize. I just thought he was some other random person. Well, that would also explain why he technically wasn't there before. I'm lost. Trying to get to my shop. Penny!
It is wonderful to see you back here.
How
Perhaps
are
today
things in
you
my
have
shop?
something you'd like Penny to sell for you?
It's not like I'm actually making like an income revenue here. I just have a place to sell things at a slightly higher price.
Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
I hope the people of the town like this, I suppose. It would be nice if there was kind of like a somewhat like a Fable type store system where I could manage that particular shop, make some adjustments, and see how it affects things. Alright, it's actually been quite a while since I was last in our secret room. We need to see if I have any upgrades from the orange gears that I got. Fertilizer that I don't use. Mostly because it kind of sucks. And I'm also like abundant. Or I'm filled with resources on most of these. Yeah, the fact that like fertilizer is this much effort for a +1 on some of these things, meh. Where the fertilizer shines is on like the combat plants, where you turn it from 1 to 2. But since I don't have my combat plants upgraded, I haven't really been using them. I guess while I'm here, I should also get some invisibility potions. I don't know the next time I'll end up using 6 invisibility potions in one mission, but good to be prepared, I suppose. Alright. What do we got? We finally have a clothing upgrade that I can do. The scarf is a downgrade and the cloak is a downgrade, or rather the robe is a downgrade. Alright. Let's get this upgraded. Cruelty 3. I do use Crucio a lot. Alright. I should be able to get this to level 3. Nice. Is everything else level 3 too, basically? Yeah, basically except for this. I'll do this one. It'll probably be a while before I find something I like really want to replace that with. Outfit. Crimson Mystic Ensemble. I was thinking it looked kind of familiar, and that's because it is the red version of the current outfit we're wearing. Huh. It even has like this little pin. Wow. Do I have a scarf that could go with this? Nah. I just can't like the scarves. We'll go cloakless for a little bit. That's a fine enough look. Oh, while I'm remembering, I should be grabbing some of the stuff that we have here. What else could we get? Hogwarts Regalia robe, Highland Explorer cloak. I probably have a bunch of combat things I need. The only one I haven't gotten a bunch of is the trolls.
Proud of all the potions you've brewed.
All right. Time to take care of my creatures. Fuck. Oops. I found the way. You can animation cancel. Oh my god. That, you know, won't matter too much for y'all watching, but holy hell. Waiting the, like, what feels like 10 seconds each for them to eat the food and then groom them as well for every individual. Like, look how long this is taking. If I can just summon them and cancel the animation, that's pretty nice. I just gotta make sure not to accidentally blow them up. I'm being really stingy with my placement. I don't want to have to, like, rebind Bombarda and Imperio over and over and over again. I want those to at least stay consistent. It's gonna be real awkward once I get Avada Kedavra, though, because, don't want to accidentally cast that on things. Yeah, this part, like, grooming the animals is not too bad. It's just like this really fast little animation. Bloop. 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 Excuse you, I'm trying to groom you too. Alright, I guess you don't care right now. But feeding them, that's the problem. If only these worked the way I wanted them to. But sometimes I just sit here and just kind of like chill out and let the, because they will come over and some of the animals will attempt to eat out of the troughs. Although it's amusing, they take like 6 like kibbles out of this and then the thing closes. It has to be a completely fresh stock for them. For some reason. I'm so sorry. I know I just shot your mom or dad or someone, but it was by accident, and I will say canonically, headcanon for the place, they don't take any damage when I cast magic like that. It's like a little, it's probably like a pinch. Boom. Summon. Animation canceled. Nice. All right. We're doing fantastic for upgrades. A shame, because now it's like, I almost wish there was an extra level beyond what,
Proud of all the potions you've brewed.
what we could currently get. So I'm just so stacked up now. I want to go beyond legendary. I want to go super legendary. Super duper legendary. Where the hell is my invisibility potion? Over here? Where the... Huh? We just... Oh! Oh, I messed up. These are the invisibility potions. I made a bunch of Edoras potions. Shoot. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. But at least I figured out the problem. I'll leave them there. Maybe eventually I'll use some Edoras potions again. The next time we start getting overwhelmed and I need to spam every single item in my inventory. Alright, let's go speak with Natty. I'm liking the rhythm of talking to Natty and Poppy and just kind of like knocking out their missions as soon as possible, rather than kind of like putting them off for a super long time. Especially since these have ended up being... Whoa. Nice. But what I was gonna say, I like long side mission chains. It's something that a lot of open world games don't do when they really should. Because you know what? While there are definitely, you know, and I'll talk more about it when we've actually like beaten the game as to how I feel about the overall game. It's been nice that at the very least with Natty and Poppy and Sebastian, they've been around. Although Sebastian's kind of a little bit more mixed because he's like very, very involved in the main story. He gives us like basically all of the dark art spells. So he feels a little bit different than just like Natty and Poppy. But this is nice.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
Really? Well, it hasn't been a dangerous situation.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
Of
She
course
has
not.
not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them.
That makes
and then
sense.
He was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your
No.
fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Well, I mean, I think even if you were capable of protecting yourself, that was just like a freak accident kind of situation. I imagine that it happened really, really fast. Otherwise, her own dad probably would have been able to like do something. I imagine transform from being, a giraffe, cast some magic, knock out, because they were like, it seems like these were just muggles, just regular people with guns. And this isn't like, remember, this is like 1800s guns. This isn't, these aren't people sitting there with like an assault rifle. They probably fired once and then were like, oh, fuck, what do we do now?
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
Of course. I mean, I'd much rather have the authorities actually get involved in this situation and actually put a stop. Like, it's crazy that these people are doing outright crime for months on end. Like, it's one thing, like, Harlow's probably not, like, actually getting himself directly involved in these things, but, like, the poachers, like, it's literally illegal for these poachers to be doing what they're doing, and they're just camping outside of the towns with animals in cages, and nobody is doing anything about it except for, like, us. So, it's rough.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
I mean, like I was saying, you are putting yourself in danger repeatedly. She's your mom.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
Well, I guess I'm sorry for the loss of your father.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed.
I'm looking forward to taking him down.
Saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Yay. Even though I haven't really been hearing it, actually. I guess that's on me for not running around Hogwarts more to, like, hear random lines of dialogue.
What did you think you were doing? That owl has been in our family for 30 years. And you thought it would be clever to transfigure her into a goblet and leave her in the Great Hall after a feast? I hear the elves have had to transfigure every goblet in the castle looking for her. I hope you're jolly well proud.
Oh my god. Whoops, I turned my family pet that's almost as old as my parents into a cup. What, Dad? No, you definitely need to be chewed out for that. Oh my god. I hope they find the owl.
We had a ghoul in our attic. Groaned all the time. Quite the nuisance. Still, we never had spiders.
My mother sends the foulest owls. I'm talking about the actual owls.
Honestly, the way some of those Slytherins fawn all over Professor Black, it's embarrassing. Even he seems irritated by it. Then again, what isn't he irritated by?
Yeah.
Not 1 week gone by, I haven't had a howler from my mother. She's doing it deliberately. It's because I left my room in a mess.
I was always in trouble, I was. Always something broken in the garden. Ornaments, torn up lawn.
I'm convinced that Binns called on me in class the other day just to embarrass me. How am I supposed to know what year the flu network was invented?
I've been meaning to
I don't know.
You wouldn't have an extra quill I could borrow, would you?
You can always talk to, what is her name? Ignatia? She's been really chatty for all of these flu network things that we've been going across. Right? These are flu things, right? I have just been assuming they're all flu flames or whatever. But I'm not actually sure of the name. Regardless, all right. Let us head to the map chamber.